Tonight we are pleased to receive Peter Orwell. You may know the famous writer George Orwell. So tonight his grandson comes here. We start in a minute. Good night, Mr. Orwell, and welcome to the Tonight Show.
Good night, Oliver. Please call me just Peter.
All right. He comes here to present his new book, Homage to My Grandfather. What can you tell us about it?
The first thing I want to do is saying that thank you for giving me this opportunity of coming here to your house to present this book. And about the book, I can say that since I was little, I've been reading my grandfather's books, but this one always made me think about war and about all types of conflicts. And also he went through the fight of the Spanish Civil War, and after working as a war journalist in several countries, now I can understand a bit better the experience that he lived.
You just named the Spanish Civil War, and many people in Britain may not know all the details about it. So I've invited a good friend of mine to situate us in this context. Please welcome Dr. Carter.
Hello, good night everybody. Yes, as Mr. Orwell have just said, his grandfather participated in the Spanish Civil War. In this conflict there were two sides, the Nationals and the Republicans. After the coup d'etat of the National side, the current Republican government was abolished and the war started. We have found some reports of and newspapers covers from wartime. As we can read in Spanish, people fight intensely. So I think we can have a look at the British documentary of the epoch.
These actual pictures of the Spanish Civil War tell a story of graphic violence. As the fascist horde encircles it, the beautiful and ancient city of Barcelona fills with freedom fighters from around the world.
Very much, Doctor. After understanding the current situation of the country, we'll have a deeper look in the book.
Near the village of the Alcubierre, there is a small mountain range where George was fighting. Here there are some original remains of the trends of both sides, Nationals and Republicans.
Said it is a mountainous area, and we have an approximate 3D model, so as we can see that must have a lot of places to hide. I suppose it was cold and it is still cold on top of the mountains.
Yes, it was cold, especially because my grandfather stayed there in February. As he said in Homage to Catalonia. It was bitterly cold, with dense mist that came swirling from nowhere.
I think you also wrote something about plants and animals, and to investigate more about this, we have here our favorite surfer, who each week checks the whole web looking for the best memes. So please welcome Master Neil.
As you told me to find something about nature, I have these funny pics. The first one is a very selfish bird, and the second one is a very little animal that wakes up between sunflowers.
Well, I think that the birds George Orwell could see were a bit more like this, but that's okay. Finally, to thank you for coming here to promote your book, our production colleagues have prepared some images that can check how was the area when your grandfather was there. They are real images of the time. We can see a satellite image of nowadays, and it slowly turns into a plain picture from the 1940s.
Oh, that's so special. Thank you for doing this big effort. And goodbye.